Hey guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Fuss from Kijin Cosplay, and tonight we are watching
Dororo! Episode 2. Last episode, if you don't remember, I've seen episode 1 and 2, but today you're gonna catch up to me because you've never seen it. So what do you remember from episode 1?
Ikiraru's name?
Yeah, keep going, okay?
No, what is his name? Ikiraru? Ikikaru?
Hyakkimaru.
I
was wrong the last episode. I was saying Hyakkimaru. Sorry. But it's Hyakkimaru.
So, Hyakkimaru, even though he's missing a few limbs.
12, to be exact.
12 limbs. But
12 parts of his body.
Well, not 11, because he found back his skin.
He did.
Even though he's missing a couple of limbs, he's still a freaking badass when he's fighting demons. Even though he can see nothing, he's a freaking daredevil in disguise.
But he's worse than Daredevil. He can't see, he can't hear, he can't talk, he can't feel anything, he can't... anything, I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. So he's more awesome than Daredevil.
I've been wondering for a little bit, actually. For example, he lost both his arms, but... do his arms count as one? Or 1, 2, then legs 3, 4, 5, the skin 6.
I was thinking that maybe it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so he might gain an arm back, but not the other yet. Okay.
But I was thinking, what are the limbs that he's missing? He has two arms, 2 legs, skin, 2 eyes, 2 ears, his nose, and you said his tongue. He cannot talk, or
vocal cords. He can't talk, but it's not the mouth; it's the vocal
cords. And I'm missing one.
I know of one. It's I was saying he can't feel anything. That's linked to that.
Okay.
It's the nervous system.
Okay.
I know that in the manga it's like 48 parts of his body that are missing. He's missing parts of his brain and stuff. So it's fucked up, but in the show it's a little less extreme. And
also, it appears that we might be wrong about Dororo's gender. It's kind of a spoiler thing to know if Dororo is a girl or a boy.
I was watching a reaction to episode 1 like today, and they called Dororo a girl, and I was like, wait, what? Is that obviously a girl and we're just fucked up, or? So I went online to see if it was a girl or a boy, and apparently the answer is not that easy to find. So I stopped looking, cause spoiler, and I decided let's just keep calling him a boy and see what happens. Alright? With that said, let's jump into episode 2, because I am extremely curious about what's gonna happen after in episode 3. So I want you to catch up, and I want you to see this episode.
Alright. Let's watch that thing, please.
遭難追いはぎだけでなく怪我や病気も即命取りとなる旅の途中で消息を絶つことは決して珍しくなかったのである
You remember him?
Of course I do.
It's true though, those times you could go anywhere and everywhere and nobody would care, but it was really dangerous.
やろうかやろうかやろうかこいつ
I'm loving the opening of this.
Okay, yeah, now I can see why people might think that Dororo is a girl. Maybe
I was looking at episode 1 again, and the eyes are feminine too.
So, but I've seen a couple of dudes who are feminine eyes in manga, like Aku and Naruto. You can tell that it's a boy, but
I thought that maybe it was.
Funny.
This opening was made for the show, apparently.
Well, that's a really good opening. But yeah,
for Dororo, I was thinking that maybe it's a girl trying to present herself as a boy for safety, for because she prefers it. I don't know, but to me, it's a boy. So. It's hard to say, right? Like the prosthetics are very real looking. He doesn't know?
その腕の剣どうやってついてんだ？それからこれ。あんたの顔から落ちて新しい皮が生えた。
I'll say it again, but I'm so glad the skin was the first part to come back.
完全に見えてるだろそれ。なんでだよ。オイラと話したくないのか？どうしてだ？うわ、待てよ。ごめん、しつこすぎた。
Like he keeps talking. Hyakkimaru doesn't have to talk or respond. He does it for two. But he was about to eat the fish like right out of the water. He doesn't care. I don't know for how long he was alone. Obviously, we guessed last episode that he was with the prosthetic maker, the doctor. But
まあ、しょうがね。ほらよ。はあ、そうしてると本当に見えてねって風だよな。耳も聞こえず口も聞けねえ。ほんと不思議なやつだな、あんた。
百鬼丸にはドロロの姿も声も届いてはいない。だが百鬼丸には生まれながらに見えているものがある。魂の炎とでも言うほかない。敵、憎悪、またはこの世ならざるもの、それらの持つ色が百鬼丸に危険を教える。魂の色を見る力、そして常人ではない感覚と身体能力によって。
But you see, he's so used to this environment he's stuck in because he walks without hesitating.
その炎の色が通り過ぎることなく長く自分のそばにとどまる炎は彼にとって二つ目だった。
Yeah, that is the first one.
Yeah, obviously.
Aww.
But it's so sad. It's mean he's been alone his entire life, except for these two. Because you would guess not much people would want to spend time with someone who can't speak, hear, see, nothing.
Yeah.
名前くらい教えてくれよ。
He can't speak. What do you don't understand? He can't speak.
オイラはドロロだ。ドロロ。あんたは？
It's really sad.
いいや、もう名しのゴンベで。
See, this is giving me sort of the stranger feels, and he just called him no name Nanashi, which is the name of the guy in Sort of the Stranger.
この先の村に化け物が出るらしいんだ。村に立ち寄った旅人とか、村の人が時々行方知れずになっちまうらしい。そいつをこないだみたいに退治して礼金をもらうんだよ。
I think the biggest reward that he could get would be his limbs back, so he doesn't care at all about the money.
知ってるぜ、困ってるって。いい話を持ってきてやったんだ。なんとこのお兄さん、化け物退治にかけちゃ天下一品。
He's still the best salesman.
この間もこんなでけえ化け物をたった一人で細切れにしちまったの。この目で見たばっかりだ。どうよ、頼むだけならタダだ。
退治していただけるなら村でできる限りのお礼も。ああ、皆の衆。いや
ー、話が早いね、村長さん。
ああ、いえ、私は名代を務めます伝吉と申すもので大したものもございませんが、お食事など。
おお、いや、ほんと話が早いね。
こちらでございます。
Like, what is this kid gonna be like as an adult? He's already so cool as a kid. Or I can actually say it's like he knows how the world works already. So what has he been through? Ding ding. Imagine waking up to this.
He's not reacting, so he's not a monster or an evil spirit.
目の前、この間みたいにやっつけ
Or
て
it
くれ
has
よ。
no ill intent.
やろうか。
ほら、やるかって言ってる。 待ってろ、今やってやる。早くこの手抜かね。
I would really love to see how this works.
Yeah.
Like, can he hold on to this, or does he need to do a move? One other thing I wonder is, as he tries to get his limbs back, how is he gonna adapt? He can't know how to speak. How could he?
You can always learn.
村長いいよ。
I'm wondering though what that thing wants.
We'll find out maybe.
このようなお見苦しい姿、お許しを。足を患っておりますので、私がこの村の長、バンダイでございます。村人の話を聞いてどうしてもお会いしなければと。
I don't know if it's me, but she has some kind of a bad vibe on her face.
He thought the same.
何をなさいます？
おい、何するつもりだよ。この人は人間だぞ。
こいつ何から剣が生えてやがる。早く取り押さえろ。
やめろ、あの人は化け物じゃない。
そいつも仲間だ。
離せ。
土俵に連れて行け。
She does look a bit off, right?
Maybe she's possessed by an evil spirit.
Maybe.
どういうことだよ。ゆんべの化け物には指一本動かさねえで。あんな優しそうな人にいきなり切りかかろうとしてさ。
Appearance can be deceiving.
ずいぶんと賑やかだね。
Yeah.
お仲間ができて嬉しいよ。化け物が出るってんで見物に来たら寝てる間に連れ込まれちまった。それよりお前さんには見覚えがある。
見覚えって目見えるのか？
あたしらは目開きには見えないものが見えたりするんでね。
You know nothing, Dororo.
あ、もしかしてこの七種のごめんも坊さんみたいに見えるのか？
Mr.
見
Nuni.
えないね。
じゃあさっき刀抜いたのは。あ、なんも見えねえ。
大丈夫。あたしらには同じことさ。
Welcome to my world.
いいからついておいで。
At least you got someone who can talk with him and explain things up.
ああ、また私を切りにいらしたのですか。このような病人を一体なぜ？
Yeah,
無駄だよ。あたしらにはお前さんの中身しか見え
she's
な
the
い。
demon.
今見えてるのはどす黒い血のような赤。最悪の色だ。
さっき食い損なったのは惜しかった。
You know how I could tell that she was some kind of evil? Because of those two circles. It only meant bad business. Always.
わかってるだろうが、そんな奴は化け物なんて可愛いもんじゃない。
It reminds me of one of the holos from Bleach. With the little girl.
痛くねえのか？
See, he doesn't feel anything. At all. Which could be good or very bad.
お逃げください。
You're worrying about that thing?
おい、なんで化け物逃がすんだ。どういうつもりだよ。
そうしなければあの化け物は村の者を食らいますんで。
だからオイラたちに対峙して欲しかったんだろ。あいつを倒せばそれで解決じゃないか。
どうやら対峙して欲しかったのはバンダイじゃなかったようで。
They were on the monster's side. It's amazing how he doesn't run into trees.
Oh my gosh, he really doesn't feel nothing at all.
Yeah, that's exactly it. The first time I watched the episode, I didn't really catch on to that. Even though Dororo said it. Woo!
She's
間
free.
違いない。
Oh,
お前
She's
は
part of the demon.
よもや生きていようとは。あれが奪い損なった。
そのせいか。
It failed to
あ
take
れ
you.
だけがお前をと面白い。できるものなら
Bandai-sama!
Bandai-sama.
うちの村は他に稼げるネタもなくて、化け物のバンダイ様に乗っ取られた時はもう終わりかと。でも最初にバンダイ様が食った旅人がかなりのロギンを持ってたもんで、味を占めちまったってわけだね。
Greed.
なんだよそれ最
止めてくれ、あの音。お前さんが退治して欲しかったのはあれかい。最初にロギンを奪った旅人が持ってた。
生きろうとしたあんたにひどいこと言って
People would do anything for a little money here and there, especially in these times.
っていうか似てたんだ。死んだおっかちゃんに似てた。
There is something there.
He saw something. Oh,
He saw the flame was less
wide.
bigger, was less bright.
鳴らし野郎のくせに。なんだ字が書けるのか。
百鬼丸、あんたの名前だね。
へえ百鬼丸。
How did he learn to write?
やっとわかった。
I think it's more like, it's not, he knows what symbol to write like Hyakkimaru. It's just that he knows his name is those symbols,
Yeah.
those movements.
国境に警護に当たる兵の数が増えております。戦の準備ではと思われ。バカな、隣国の堺殿とは同盟の間から。
His land is going darker and darker. There's wars starting.
Another
Yeah.
demon studies. Oh, you gotta have his eyes back.
どうしたんだよ。おいしっかりしろよ。おいどうしたんだよ。なあ。
What did he get back?
Okay,
We saw-
that's the part where I got confused, okay? The first time I saw this episode, just like you did, when he reached for his eyes, I thought he was getting his eyes back.
But we saw all his nervous system.
Exactly, and that's how I learned because of comments online that it's his nervous system he got back now.
Oh, so yeah, he must be so much in pain right now.
Well, yeah, because he's been, hurt, his shoulder's hurt, and it's the first time he actually feels something.
Oh god, oh my god, he must be so sensitive.
Exactly, that brings a question. I mean, the more it goes, the more human he's gonna be. But so far, the two monsters he's killed, they were pretty easy. But how easy is it gonna be in the future if he can feel pain, if he is distracted by all the sights and all the sounds, and he can be tricked? Because the priest, he just said, like, it's normal for people who can see to be tricked. Eventually, if he gets all of his missing limbs back, his missing parts back, how hard is it going to be for him to fight? Because he's not used to any of that. I've been thinking about this like non-stop for a day because I'm obsessed by this show. But to me it feels like a problem. I don't know how they're going to tackle it because it's only like 24 episodes or something.
Yeah.
But imagine you've been blind your entire life and suddenly you can see. It's gonna freak him out. Suddenly he can hear. He's never heard anything before. He probably doesn't remember the seconds he spent as a baby where he could actually, hear stuff. It's gonna distract him. He's gonna gain his voice back, but I'm normally I wouldn't expect him to start talking because he doesn't know how the words sound. He might know because of the movement, like that symbol is related to that object. That's doable. But how does he know what to call them? He's not going to be able to talk. That weirds me out. Like I don't know how they're going to tackle it. But to me, he wouldn't be able to.
Technically, once he's going to be able to see, heard, and speak,
He's going to learn. Yeah.
he's going to learn. You show an object to someone, you write their name down. That's
he's
the
gonna
name
learn,
for that,
but
and it's pronounced like bottle. Or
one thing that's actually really funny is it's harder to learn a language when you're older
Yes, it is. Do you know why? Because when you're growing up, your brain cells are not growing, or you're not creating new brain cells. You're losing them. When we are young, we have so much cells in our brain that it's easier for us to retain things and learn new things.
Well,
but when we grew up, we lost this ability to do.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's still young. He's 16, I believe. So yeah, he's 16.
It's been 16 years ago, so yeah, he's 16.
So it might be easy for him, or maybe they're gonna jump over the time it's gonna take him to learn how to talk and stuff. But he hasn't gotten his voice back yet. It's still pretty early. I don't know what he's gonna gain next. The pace of this show has been really fast so far. There's a part of me that was annoyed at how fast and easily he could destroy these demons. But I can understand. Like, even though it's based off, it's telling the story of an older show, an older manga, it still needs to follow the rules of the newer animes. Like, nowadays, an anime, or a series in general, they prefer to go shorter and faster. Because people's attention span doesn't run long. People are always on their phones and stuff, so it needs to move fast. So it's doing what newer animes are doing, but following an amazing story, so original from an older manga. By the way, I learned today that the guy who created this story was the one and only god of anime, or father of anime. Literally, they say, they call him that in school, because I've heard of him in school. He's the one who made Astro, he's the one who made Kimba the White Lion, and so many other things that you probably don't even know. I don't even know them. But this guy is considered like the father of anime, the guy who started it all. He created the basic rules to make Japanese animation. And after that, people followed, which might explain why some people say that this show is the shonen. The first one. The first shonen.
Yeah. If I see it like that, yeah, it's kind of obvious.
Okay. From here on out, neither of us have seen anything. We don't know jack shit. And we're gonna try to react to the whole thing before we even start uploading episode 1 on YouTube and Patreon. So we're not gonna be spoiled. We're not gonna see anything. We're gonna try to stay away from any spoilers. I'm enjoying this so much.
If you guys are hurrying for us to see because we learned spoil in the comments, well done.
That won't happen.
The show has already been seen completely. We won't have any bad surprises in the comments or online.
We're commenting from the future.
Yeah.
I literally said that to someone in the comments today. Like, they were asking questions about how come you knew about that and blah blah blah. And that information we had just learned because we recorded this episode, but we're like 20 episodes ahead on Patreon. So I went back to his comment and I was like, I'm commenting from the future here. Well, back in the day, I didn't know, but see, it's funny. It's funny. Anyway, so anything else about this? It's really sad to see.
The way I think how it's gonna go, I think that Hyakkimaru is gonna found back his limbs from the biggest to the slowest part. So he found his skin back. That's the most evident of his body. Well, the most part of his body. Then he found his nerve system back, with the whole body completely. And after that, I guess you can go from what's the biggest limb to the smallest one. So the legs are probably gonna be
not the biggest limb, maybe the most important, in order for him to interact with people. Because if he gained, like, his eyesight first, for example, and he sees himself being hurt but he doesn't feel it, that's gonna be weird. Really weird. But if he gains the feelings first, he can experiment with that. He can be used to that first, and then when the eyes come, it's not as much of a shock. So you think he's
gonna have his eyesight back first? I'm pretty convinced he's gonna have his legs back first.
You think? Yeah. I would love for him to be able to talk soon. express himself in some way.
But there's something mysterious with someone who can talk and express himself.
It is true. Like, you saw him in the village, and when people are like, oh yeah, you know, he's a very good monster hunter, and he's like just standing there, no emotion. He's so badass without even trying.
Alright guys, so that was Dororo.
Sorry. Just a side note here though, it's really sad to see the village. I mean, back in this era, and I mean some parts of the world today are still like this, you know? People are so lost. They have nothing. They are living in they are living in misery. And so the prospect of having just a little happiness is enough to make them consider like working for a demon. That demon was a curse when it got to their village, and they eventually saw it as maybe a you know, miracle or a benediction, a good thing.
A blessing?
A blessing, thank you. They eventually saw it as a blessing because by feeding the demon, they were safe, and they ended up having money, even though their village wasn't making any. So they found their little happiness in the midst of all this madness and this terrible thing.
So
they became horrible people.
They all of their souls by doing so.
Oh, I know, but it's that's why it's sad, like, to see people, you know, human beings are so greedy and so ready to turn their backs on the right path.
When you're living in a world that is run by who's the strongest and who has the more money, technically you need.
But you actually saw it last episode with the dad too.
You need to do to survive.
Oh, but it's not even that.
Sometimes it's go against what's the right thing to do.
It's just funny to me because greed in this show. The father last episode was the same. Like, he wanted he had a lot of things, but he wanted so much more. He wanted more money, he wanted fame, he wanted to rule the country, so he was ready to just turn his back on the gods and go towards the demons and sacrifice everything he owned in order to gain a little more. And you have then the main character, one of the main characters, who has nothing. Absolutely nothing. And he doesn't try to seek more. He has nothing.
Yeah.
It's a very good, you know, contrast. I'm loving this.
Well, there's a saying that said that it's when you got nothing that you can give more.
Yeah, exactly, because he helps people when he falls upon them, you know? The kid last episode, he could just keep moving.
Oh, I was talking about Dororo, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Dororo too. But Dororo, we don't know much about him.
But technically, Hyakkimaru he just
goes with the flow.
You see a wrong and evil soul, and he's gonna destroy it because it's bad. So, but,
I think
but besides that, he doesn't care at all about what's
that's
going
because
on.
he doesn't know anything about human interaction.
Yeah,
he's not used to any of that. For him, I think that's how the world works. Red means attack, protect. You're gonna die. Okay.
Yeah. But as for Dororo, though, even though that boy or little girl,
let's say he's a boy for now.
Yeah, even though he doesn't have nothing, he's poor. His parents are probably dead. He had a nightmare about his mama. I still don't know what this is about. Yes, he wants to have money and have things.
And use Hyakkimaru as a hunter.
As a bait, yeah. But even though he wants that, he still got a pure soul.
He's a kid, yeah.
And he stayed with Hyakkimaru, even though Hyakkimaru is a huge burden.
It's true. Like I said, there's not many people who would stay with someone who cannot interact in the slightest. But he can actually do, you know, when he actually tries, he can interact. Like you said at the end, he saw the flame flicker, so he kind of understood that Dororo was sad, and he tried to cheer him up. No, but that didn't work. That didn't work, so he wrote his name. He's been asking about his name for so long. It's not like he could hear him ask about his name, but he understood that he was conflicted, he was sad. He showed him his name. Made him cheer up.
That's cute.
There's also another thing. She mentioned it couldn't get to you. I've had a lot of time to think about that. What are your thoughts about what the demon said at the end?
I think the demon was speaking about the great ruler of hell or something. That the demon above all.
Why the demon above all?
There's always some kind of hierarchy in the demon world. There's always...
Yeah, but why the demon could... Why? Maybe, I don't know.
What 16 years ago when his father did the deal with Satan or...
The demons, 12 demons.
The 12 demons. Hyakkimaru was supposed to die, but the statue protected him.
Which is what we said last episode. So that's why I said, we talked a little bit before the episode, but that's why I told you that I think one of our theories ended up being right. I think the statue sacrificing itself was basically the god that the statue represents that sacrificed itself in order to keep him alive. So I'm actually wondering if maybe of the 12 demons that took something from him, there's not like one who couldn't actually take something from him. There are people who say that since it's the head of the statue that disappeared, that last demon was supposed to take his head. And that would have killed him. But the statue sacrificed itself, and so he is still alive today because of that. So he might not have to gain 12 body parts, maybe only 11, if the last one never got to take the body part. Yeah. So...
But yeah, by meaning he didn't have the chance to take you away. I think the demon was talking about the high ruler of the evil world.
I don't think... Personally, I don't think the fact that the it was, put in the front for us to notice meant that demon was super important. I think it was just so it was just so we couldn't read it super fast, thinking it was just it. It's so we knew that it was a something. It was a being that existed, not just a word that we could just pass through. But I could be wrong. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen next. So.
I wouldn't be surprised. We need a big evil...
A bigger boat?
A bigger boat. We need a bigger evil, one final boss to fight. And that might
Maybe the final boss is his dad. Because you think he's going to stay there and do nothing? As his son regains his body parts and puts his country to...
I don't want to brag. But if Hyakkimaru is in face of his father, he's gonna see his red blood show. His father is dead. He doesn't stand a chance.
Maybe.
Demons doesn't stand a chance, and they're far more stronger than his dad.
We don't know that.
So,
we've never seen him fight.
So
anyway,
unless his dad is some kind of super freaking human being, because of his curse mark.
I don't know. Maybe.
No. No.
Anyway, so that was episode 2. Thank you so much, guys, for seeing this with us. If you want to see episode 3 right away, it is up on Patreon already. Link is in the description. And if you want to see it on YouTube, you're going to have to wait 1 week because it's going to be up.
Thanks for watching.
Sorry. Bye.
Bye.